Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare. You can play it, Anthony. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama
Namaha Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Dishatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhare, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhare, Jashodanandana Braja Janaranjana, Jashodanandanam Braja Janaranjanam Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Stottar Shata Shishimad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhai Charanaravindra Bhaktivedanta Swami Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Bhakti Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Stottar Shata Shishimad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रज में वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। समावित भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. Glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Janu, I want Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. I got this. No problem. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. गुजराती में बोलवाना है कि हिंदी में बोलवाना है? हिंदी में बोलवाना चलेगा? हिंदी में? इंग्लिश 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 में बोलो। हिंदी इंग्लिश बेगो। ऑलराइट। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। We are reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 10, text number 30. Again, this is the chapter of the opulence of the Absolute. You should know the definition of the Absolute, then anything is of that nature is also absolute. Krishna is non-different from his energies. His personality is also manifested and his opulences are also manifested. So, in this particular verse, also in other verses, is claiming himself to be Prahlad, is claiming himself to be Arjun. What is this? Let's see. Prahladaschasmi daityanam kalah kalayataham mruganam cha mrugendraham vainiteyascha pakshinam. Prahladaschasmi daityanam kalah kalarayatamaham mruganam cha mrugendraham vainiteyascha pakshinam. Prahladaschasmi daityanam Kala kalayatamaham mruganam cha mrugendroham vainiteyascha pakshinam.
Prahladaschasmi daityanam Kala Ganam Chamrindroham Vainateyascha Pakshinam Prahladaschasmi daityanam Kala Kalayatanam Ganam Chamrindroham Vainatesha Pakshinam Prahladaschasmi Daityanam Kala Kalayatamaham Ganam Chamrindroham Vainatesha Pakshinam Prahladaschasmi Daityanam Kala Kalayatamaham Ganam Chamrindroham Vainatesha Pakshinam
Mothers. Prahlada, Prahlad, Cha, also, Asmi, I am, Daityanam, of the Daityas, demons, Kalaha, time, Kalayatam, of the subduers, Aham, I am, Mriganam, of the animals, Cha, and Mrigendraha, the lion, Aham, I am, Vainitayaha, Garuda, Cha, also, Pakshinam, of the birds. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Amongst the Daityas, demons, I am the devoted Prahlad. Amongst the subduer, I am time. Among beasts, I am the lion. And among the birds, I am Garuda. Diti and Aditi are two sisters. The sons of Aditi are called Adityas, and the sons of Diti are called Daityas. All the Adityas are devotees of the Lord, and the Daityas are the atheistic. Although Prahlad was born in the family of Daityas, he was a great devotee from his childhood. Because of his devotional service and godly nature, he is considered to be the representative of Krishna. These are many subduing principles, but the time wears out, wears down all the things and the material universe, and also represents Krishna. Of the many animals, the lion is the most powerful and ferocious, and of the million varieties of the birds, Garuda, the bearer of Lord Vishnu, is the greatest. Then again, he said, Pavan Pavan Tasmi Ramah Shastra Bhutamaham Jashanam Makaraschasmi Srota Samasvi Janavi. Of the purifier of the wind, I am the wind, and of the wielders of weapons, I am Ram. Of fishes, I am the shark, and of the flowing rivers, I am the Ganges. Sarganam atyantarasya madhyam chaivarjam adhyatma vidya vidyanam vadah pravadatamaham. Of all creations, I am the beginning and the end, of also the middle. O Arjun, of all sciences, I am the spiritual science of the self, and amongst the logicians, I am the conclusive truth. All these are some of the opulences of the Lord. So, do we call Prahlad was an opulence of Lord? Or Ramchandra, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is also his opulence? What? Oh. Vibhuti means opulence, because Vaibhav is opulence. Krishna is not inert, impersonal, or anything that does not have qualities. When he is a sum total of all the divine qualities, all that divinity is producing out from him, even though they are divine, but it belongs to him. All the avatars are coming from Krishna. Ramadi murtishu kalaniyamena tishtannana avataram akarod bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samabhavat paramah pumanayo govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Even up to Ramanujacharya, who also uses Bhagavad Gita to explain as a theistic science. Adi Shankara before him represented as an atheistic science. See how the brain is working. And it is under the command of Lord Shri Krishna that they act in such an antagonistic way, but it serves a purpose. Yesterday we said about Lord Buddha and came to deny the Vedic authority because the Brahmanas were abusing. Brahmanas were abusing cows, abusing the Shastras, defying them. They do not follow. At the same time, the one that was meritorious in Satya Yoga, Treta Yoga, and Dwapara Yoga, why do they have to do in Kali Yuga? There are no merits. Even though they are purifying things, Yagyadana Tapakriyana Tyajyamiti Pavanani Manishinam. So, even though they are purifying, but the age is not suitable. You can do tapasya. You follow Ekadashi Vrata. It is a big tapasya. But in ISKCON we do not see as a tapasya. Somehow tomorrow is Ekadashi, right? Oh my God, how timely it is. We will have more preparations on Ekadashi than daily. Krishna says, that is me. Opulence is there in Ekadashi. There is a verse. Out of all the different vratas, I am the Purushottam, the day of Purushottam. That is Ekadashi. So, what does it mean? Krishna is non-different from his opulences. Krishna and his opulences are at the same platform. These opulences are on Vishuddha Sattva level. And therefore, Krishna can claim there is no difference between me and the Ekadashi. There is no difference between me and Prahlad. There is no difference between me and Ramchandra. I am. But Ramchandra would not say that. I am Krishna. You never hear. So, expansions come from the whole, even though it is the same Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Ramchandra is the same Supreme Personality of Godhead. But we say Krishna is the origin of Ramchandra. There's nothing wrong. Krishna, Purnavatar. But at the same time, they also say Nrsimha Bhagavan is also Purnavatar. And Ramchandra ji is also Purnavatar, even though he showed some Maryadas. The Maryada Purushottam. Purushottam is there, but Maryada Purushottam. Krishna is Purna Purushottam. There is no Maryada. Right? So, it's not different nomenclature that confuses the people. And Krishna is perfect and complete in all the opulences. And anybody who claims all the 6 opulences in full, he is God. So, opulences are Krishna's representatives. What Lord Ramchandra has those opulences displayed, he displayed in limits, just to become ideal for human understanding. Ideal for human understanding. For example, in 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami narrates Srimad Ramayana, right? And certain selected episodes are only discussed. And there is a verse that Lord Ramchandra, while hunting for that golden deer, Ravana came and kidnapped Sita. And when he learned from Lakshman, when they came back, Sita was not there. And he became so much aggrieved of losing a very dear wife, like a handpack husband. And he and Lakshman goes in the forest crying, Sita, where are you? Where are you? to imitate. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that he was crying like a henpecked husband of a material nature. Like. So, he says, and Prabhupada writes the purport very nicely. It's very risky to take your wife in the unknown places. Generally, it is customary that you leave behind at home under proper protection. Otherwise, she will be cause of disturbance. So better not take. You settle down and then take, that is another thing. When you came to United States, did you bring Mataji? Huh? Oh my God. But you didn't bring it. That is in jungle anyway. When Kanubai came here, Kardamuni came here, they were at home in India. Why? Let him establish first and then. Otherwise, Ramchandra is behaving like an ordinary human being, crying like a henpecked husband. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, no, that is not the case. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How can he cry? It's an apparent separation that is exemplary behavior, but he is showing Dasya prema vasyasya svabhava. Krishna, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is exhibiting the highest status of love in separation. Prema vasyasya svabhava. Swabhav that comes out of real love. She was never separated from Lord Rama. Can anybody in the world capable enough to separate Lord Krishna with Srimati Radharani or Ramchandra from Sita? Ramchandra agreed to take her because she cannot be separated. But Ramchandra wanted her to be an example that she may appear or disappear from the worldly minded people. But she was never separated from Lord Ramchandra. So it's an external show that human beings who are attached to the material life, material bodies of the wife, children, and anything, that's the cause of lamentation. But how could Lord Ramchandra be ever separated? Okay. Then who did Raman took? They say, Maya Sita. Ravan took Maya Sita. Maya Sita. Oh, who is Maya Sita? Shadow. Ravan cannot touch. Ravan even cannot see Mother Sita directly in the eyes. She is such pure and powerful personality. She is Vladini Shakti. If somebody has a crooked vision on that, he's gone. People dare to worship Srimati Radharani to replace her. That exactly Mirabai learned the lesson from Rupa Goswami. Mirabai came all the way from Mewad to Vrindavan along with Mayavadi sadhus. There was no devotee, no Vaishnava. She was only the Vaishnava. And she was famous for reciting the songs in separation. Highest. And how this combination can ever satisfy the malleability of virodhabhas, what we call antagonism. Antagonistic. Vaishnavas, or those who are in love with Krishna, they never associate with Mayavadis, never mixes. Because they are in rapt attention of Krishna. But she came all the way. At that time, there were no vehicles. They were all walking from Mewad to Vrindavan. So, Rupa Goswami told her, because first Rupa Goswami told he cannot see the ladies. Then she became completely obsessed that Krishna is the only Purusha. And he is still talking that he is a Purusha and he wouldn't see the face of a woman. But that is an uncharted territory in Vrindavan. Rupa Goswami and Jiva Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, they were two stalwarts historically in the pages of the development of spirituality in Vrindavan. There were acharyas. After Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Sanatan they were, right? So Rupa Goswami was existing. And the legend says that Mirabai heard that there's a great saint here. So let me see. Up till now, she was not with the saints. Now she is asking to saint. And the saint says, oh, he cannot see the face of a woman. Huh? So she taunted. Instead of understanding the intricacies, she said that, oh, I know only one Purusha. How come there is another one here? Then Rupa Goswami told that what you are looking for the Purusha, that was 5,000 years back. But you missed the one who appeared during that time, that is 535 years, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. You missed him. How he was Supreme Personality of Godhead incarnate along with Radharani. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. So, this is the greatness of the opulence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that they are embedded within Him. They cannot exist outside. A pure devotee is always within the heart of the Lord. It is so much intimacy. Then Krishna says, He's the best of the devotee. Prahlad. Prahlad is in my mind and I am in his mind. So where is the difference? Prahlad is in my mind. So devotee and his expansions, they are on the same category or same platform over week. Yesterday we also talked about Vishuddha Sattva stage. Vishuddha Sattva stage is called Vasudeva stage. Sarvatra Vasati iti Vasudeva. But Vasati means, yes, Sarvamidam Khalvam Brahma. If you say, I am the whole and soul, Purnam. Therefore, in Ishopanishad, the invocation mantra Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnam, Prabhupada, Lord Shri Krishna is the perfect Supreme Personality of Godhead, and from whom everything has emanated is also perfect, right? And complete. Perfect and complete. Even after producing so many perfect and complete units, he still remains perfect and complete. That is the secret of Satya. That is, Lord Shri Krishna says, Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashtena sevaya upadakshanti tam jnanam jnani tattvadarshina. Tattvadarshina. Tattva is non-different between a realized soul that is a pure devotee and Lord Shri Krishna. He is within me and I am within him. There are beautiful verses, even in Bhagavad Gita. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishesi satyam te pratijani priyo asime. Pratijani. So, if you become manmana, means absorbed in the thoughts of Lord Shri Krishna, Krishna is also available within you about his glories, spiritual thoughts, spiritual personality, everything. How this can be separated? Means realization of Krishna in full cannot be separated from the reality of Lord Shri Krishna. Or you realize Krishna differently and you realize Krishna. No. If we are going back home, back to Godhead, it's the same Supreme Personality of Godhead we have to realize. Or your vision is different than mine. It means separation is there. There is perfect unification in the divinity. The personality is divine as well as the qualities are divine. Therefore, acquiring the qualities by performing devotional service will be also absorbed. You will never be separated from Krishna, and Krishna will never be separated from you. It is not one way, it's both the ways. So Krishna can claim, you cannot claim, oh, I am Krishna. Because I am absorbed in his thought, so he must be me. Mayavadi. That's how they are differing. Krishna is aparadhi. Krishna is showing so many opulences belonging to him, and he claims that is he. Prahladas Chasmi. I am Prahlad. I am Arjun. I am Ramchandra. Shastrabhutamaham. The wielder of weapons. I am the one. So, when people fight, even through the name, hey, Ramchandra came first in Treta Yuga, therefore his name should be sung first. He is the supreme God. Okay. And Krishna came later on. So Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did other way around. Nobody did but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself says, no, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Huh? Otherwise, in every Kali Yuga, which rotates about 1,000 times in a day of Brahma, you get the same Mahamantra to get liberated. Iti Shodashakam Nam Kali Kalmashanashanam Natara Parataro Upaya Sarva Vede. To get liberated, just chant Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Liberation will be guaranteed. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, no, everything is Krishna. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And we do not say this is Ramchandra. Prabhupada never defined who is this Rama. He says, Ramanti Joginaha Satyanande Chidatmani iti Rama Pade Nasho Parabrahma Abhidiyate. Parabrahma's pleasure-giving potency is called Ram. And pleasure-giving potency is Radharani. Hey, you are contradicting, Prabhu. No. Radharani is known because she was able to achieve the pleasure of Lord Shri Krishna by giving him pleasure. So Radharani cannot be different from the pleasure potency. What is pleasure potency? It's called hara. People make difference if they are different personalities. They say Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Margoli, Radhe, Radhe. Prabhupada says, no. You can't even. Can you? That is Maya. Maya Sita was there. Ravana cannot touch. If she has raised her eyebrows, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Ravana would have been burnt to ashes. You know? If Ravana has a crooked vision on Sita, Sita within the hut or without seeing, Ravana would have been burnt. Lakshman was little, apprehensive, so he thought Sita needs more protection. It's also Maya. Does Sita need protection? She is untouchable. By mistake, Gandhiji called, Harijans untouchable. But Harijan is the real word. But he was talking on the level of material segregation, spiritual segregation. Spiritual unity is there. Material segregations can be there according to the modes of material nature. They are dictating, but in spiritual life, modes of material nature are absent. Therefore, Prabhupada wrote Gandhi the letter, Mahatma, get out from this practice. Just devote your life to Lord Shri Krishna's cause. And Mahatma didn't have any, because his destination was already there to be shot. But you can imagine all these incidents are so much clearly understood because there is a lot of history that was buried under the anti-religious forces. Right? Now they are coming up and we are bold enough to speak. So when we hear this, our life will record the success only if we try to understand through the realizations of our predecessor acharyas. Everything, Krishna's opulence is everywhere. Who would you become partial to? Huh? Whatever you are a devotee and whatever you have achieved, is it of you or it belongs to Krishna? That means Krishna can claim that much portion in us. Right? But become like Prahlad, then there won't be any difference, physical, mental, or spiritual. No difference. So, we need to make spiritual progress. Otherwise, everything is opulence in more or less degrees. It's not mine. It belongs to Krishna because we simply repeat what Krishna is repeating. Krishna's words are repeated by our disciplic succession and they get realization, so we should be also on the march of realization. Why do we have to struggle just to chant 16 rounds? That's a very superficial aspect. We have to become serious. We have to associate. So our atmosphere within us becomes surcharged and Krishna really sits in our heart. It's not anything else, but opulence of the absolute is the topic. Absolute. These opulence are non-different from Krishna. So, if this personality called Arjuna or Prahlad, or even Srila Prabhupada at that extent, they represent Krishna. We have to follow. But Krishna says, I am Prahlad. Thank you, Prahlad. What difference Prahlad make if he's only a 5-year-old boy? It doesn't make any difference. Daityanam Prahladascha. So, there are many incidents. Lord Ramchandra's, actually if we measure on the material aspect, Ramchandra was very cruel to his wife. When she was pregnant, he kicked her out with the twins. And what the twins learned from Valmiki? Ramayana, Lord Ramchandra's history. Even though they did not know, Lava and Kush did not know that he is their father. Ramchandra would recognize that these are my children. But how did he behave? And where was Sita? When Lava and Kush came to know that they are the meritorious sons of Lord Ramchandra himself, when they remembered their mother, she appeared. She appeared from Agni Devata. That was the test. But then there was no necessity. Her function was over. And Love and Kush, the dynasty of Love is not there. Kush's dynasty has been carried on. When Love went to expand this his reign, Lahore in Pakistan is made after Love. Huh? Yeah, Lahore. There's a history. Have you seen Lakshman's temple? There are. No, even in Bharatpur. There are temples of Lord Lakshman. Yeah. Lakshman and Urmila, his wife. They didn't have any children. But these are transcendental personalities, and the characterization cannot be understood through our material estimations. We have to develop the third eye of spirituality. The third eye of spirituality. Why only Lord Shiva's family had the third eye and nobody else? Because they knew. They follow Lord Shiva, who is the transformation of Shankarshan. So they always see all the happenings in the material world, even though they are custodian of the material world, but they always estimate through the third eye. Third eye is not for anger. Oh, Lord Shiva opened the third eye and burnt him down. Yeah, burnt your ignorance. After all, we have to destroy our material nature and exist in the spiritual nature. That blessings have been given to us by Srila Prabhupada. We have to exist in our spiritual nature, not in material nature. So opulence of the Absolute, yes, everybody, everything Krishna created is meant for miseries? No. But this material world is miserable for those who are misers. Misers means Kripana. While opposite of Kripana is Brahman. One knows the Brahman is called Brahman. Brahma janati iti Brahmana. Right? Otherwise we are Kripana. How long we can remain misers? When Krishna is present and we are blinded not to recognize his potencies, we must be very envious, like snake. Snake's eyes are always frightening. They are not pleasing eyes. And that is the reason we can't see properly as it is. Only envious eyes cannot see. But those whose eyes are premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena, we may not have prema in our eyes. I have cataract, where the hell the prema would be? Okay? We have so many deficiencies. Oh, you are diabetic, then you must be on set of your retinotherapy. Oh, doctor must be treating you. Otherwise, the retina, diabetic-induced retinopathy, means the retina will be coming. You will not be able to see. You will be blinded. Like that. So, we have to see. Exactly as Krishna says, verbatim, understanding verbatim. Not a single word that Krishna spoke in Bhagavad Gita is useless. Oh, it does not apply to me. Baba, it applies so universally to each and every living entity. Whatever the opulence you see in the king of animals, the lion, Krishna says, that is me. So when he appears like Lord Nrsimhadev, Prahlad understood, yes, that is the opulence of the Lord, and the Lord is making his father full, keeping all the promises of Brahma intact, yet he has to be killed. Half man, half lion. Nrsimha Bhagavan ki jai. That is the opulence of the Lord. If lion would not be Krishna's claim as his opulence, and himself is lion, yes, in the form of Lord Nrsimhadev, he proves. So, understanding the opulences, Haridas Thakur says, Vibhuti is meant for understanding Vibhu. They are not accidentally, produced so you can usurp it. They are meaningful. They have been produced or created by Lord Shri Krishna for purpose. It is his opulences must be offered to him. So in this way, we try to understand that how can opulence be different from the personality? It is his. But here he claims it is him, not his. Can you understand? He himself is the opulence. Krishna is made up of all these opulences. Or the opulences are made up of Krishna. What do you say? Opulences are made up of Krishna, or Krishna is all his opulences. You can't explain. If you try to, you will be trapped. The language is not enough. Therefore, Sanskrit becomes perfect to understand that when the subject and predicate is there, predicate explains the subject. But the subject can claim, I am the predicate too. Otherwise, how would you understand? This is my predicate. The subject is Krishna, and his opulences are predicate. But Krishna says, I am the predicate. Would you make him wrong? Do you think he knows Sanskrit in the school? No, he learned from Sandipani Muni. Absolute means both the ways. Cannot be different. Even the external energies that we say, swabhavik jnana bala kriya cha. न च तस्य कारणं करणं च विद्यते न च तत्समासं अभि अधिकच्च दृश्यते पराश शक्तिर्विविधीय श्रूयते स्वाभाविके ज्ञान बल क्रिया च. This is exactly the perfect definition of Krishna. For him, न च तस्य कारणं and karanam. He is there. There is nothing that he is existing or his depending upon somebody to exist. Vidyate means he is existing. But the cause is also not existing separately from him. And he appears on his sweet will. Nobody forces him. But yes, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata apyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyam. Srujamyaham. I appear. I am not forced to appear. Otherwise, most of the sentimentalists will say, oh my God, Kali Yuga just began and there are so many anomalies right now. Why Krishna is not appearing again? A rascal, he already appeared 535 years. You don't understand that? How many in India are accepting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead? They are unfortunate. And they cannot replace this fortune by adhering to any of isms. They are mostly Mayavadis. They know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only as one of the bhaktas. So how would they go back to Godhead, to Krishna Lord? No access. So there are so many people, they come to Vrindavan out of sentiments, but they don't have any insight. Prabhupada expressed his seriousness, and we have to experience this of him and his opulences. You can't. Unless and until there is intimacy, there cannot be relationship. If the relationship, either as a sevak, as a servant, as a fraternity, the friend, as a vatsalya means the parental or conjugal. Everyone has intimacy. But intimacy is also coming to the topmost only in parakiya bhava, not swakiya bhava. So Ramchandraji is Maryada Purushottam because of swakiya bhava, and swakiya bhava means remain faithful to your wedded wife. And wife should also remain faithful to her wedded husband. Vice versa, not otherwise. It was Ramchandra took the onus on himself, that he was very faithful. So that intimacy, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Tasya prema vatsatsva svabhava. There is no different of love in separation. it is actually the most intimate experience of union. You do not need material bodies there. You do not need material bodies there. Material body, material thinking can always think of separation. Separate. Oh, they are two entities. But they say no. Narayani, Durga Devi in Sammohi Tantra, Jiva Goswami quotes, she says, I am Radha. How would you prove it? She will never go back to Radha, but she says, I am Radha. And we see in the Devi Bhagavatam, the very first instance, whoever wrote that, he starts with Golok Vrindavan and communication between Radha and Krishna. That they were sitting and Radha thought, let me generate something. There are no children in Golok Vrindavan, but Radha wants to conceive something. And she conceived a golden egg. Golden egg. No wonder Garbhodakshaya Vishnu called his Hiranya Garbha. Hiran means golden. But she conceived and she hated it and kicked that golden egg where Lord Mahavishnu sits and starts creating the material world. No, really. Yeah, Devi Bhagwan. So, that is Golok Vrindavan, and completely this material world must have been formed after ire of Radharani. She must be really angry. Means Devi remains angry. She's Chandika. This is also another story that when Kurukshetra war was about to begin, two phalanxes are already there. But according to Mahabharata, that son of Ghatotkacha was not invited. Barbarik or Babruvahan, you know that. He was not invited because he was young lad. He was not invited to fight. And he said, no, I'm going to fight. So he was coming and Krishna knew, but he goes and says, oh, who are you? Right? I'm Barbarik. Krishna says, in whose side you are going to fight? And he said, the guy who is going to lose, I will fight on his side. I mean, completely over. So Krishna says, wow, and how come you have only 3 arrows in your quiver? They are enough to wipe out the whole phalanx of. I will not allow who is going to the loser, I will not allow him to lose. I mean, he did not know that Duryodhana is going to lose, but somebody has to lose anyway. So he became an abstract, thing. So I will fight on the side of, but how do I know you are capable? Krishna is testing. can you shoot all the leaves of this banyan tree with one shot arrow? He says, yes, no problem. So he meditated on the Supreme. But he was there, right there in front of him. So Krishna allowed him, shoot. I will nullify that arrow. So he shot and all the leaves, wow, you are really, really capable. No, do another thing. Can you uproot this banyan tree? To uproot the banyan tree means, can you liberate yourself? Because the whole material world is upside down banyan tree. Now there are no leaves. What is the difference inside the banyan tree and outside the banyan tree? Everything is almost looking like that. Urdhva mula madasha. Only mula will be there, and mula should be down there too. But this is material world. Barbaric says, no problem. So he took second arrow and uprooted the whole banyan tree. Krishna says, you are great. But you will foil my plan. So Krishna says, there is an entry fee in the fighting. Says, I'm ready to give entry fee. So I need your head, Krishna says. So Barbaric took the third arrow and chopped up his head and said, here it is. Krishna says, your head will be eternally existing. Of course. But I want you to now witness the fighting. You be neutral. You are my dearmost. You be neutral. We will come after the end of the war and you say who is the real winner. Okay? So Krishna made Pandavas winner. But Pandavas somehow or another becoming victorious, everybody was glorifying himself that he did the best. And that's why they won the war. So there was a kind of victory causes the disruption of egos, by the egos. And everybody was claiming that it is due to him that they won. Krishna said, don't fight. I have a witness, he will tell you. So they all came to Barbaric. Barbaric head was sitting little on a higher platform so he can see the reality in the war. Barbaric, can you tell who is the real winner? Who is the real winner? He said, I didn't see any one of you fighting. I saw only Chandika. She is the real winner. Barbaric's vision is Chandika is Durga Devi. She is going to chop everybody. So they all became silent. Their ego vanished. That it's a divine power. Maya Devi, when comes, she appears as Chandika. Oh my God, nobody can be spared. She is the cause of material suffering. She is the cause of material suffering, not for material pleasure. She has to do this thankless task. And these are pure devotees. And if Radharani is transformation in the material world is Chandika, how come she could not participate in rasa dance? Only Shiva. Huh? Actually, Shiva knows the tattva of Vasudeva. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabditam. But Radharani, character, Shiva knows everything. And he reminds all this character, and he wrote beautiful hymns, Adi Shankara, about Radharani. But it is said Shankara Vicharitam. These characters were described by Lord Shiva to Parvati. Parvati. So she knows, she is in rapt attention to the Radha Sahasranam. Lord Shiva did it. And Radha Kripa Kataksha Strotra, Lord Shiva did it. So many strotras about Radharani. But that's spiritual. But both have been doing the thankless task for the material world. Ma Durga is the custodian. It's difficult to come from her clutches. She exerts the curtailing and the curtain of, or the veil of three modes of material nature. You dare to come out from that. You dare to come out from that. So, opulence of the absolute is not that kind of personality like avatars. Ramadi murtishu kalani amena tishtan nana avataram akarod bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samabhavat paramaha pumanayo govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Now those who are from South India, you worship Lakshmi Narayan, and that worship is only limited to the Archana. But in Ramanuja Sampradaya, the Bhakti Tattva is there. Bhakti Tattva is there, but it is confined only up to the Vishnu Tattva. So in Laghu Bhagavatamritam, Rupa Goswami puts up so many arguments of the absolute truth personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, superior, like, even though he is Vishnu Tattva, but he is more than Vishnu Tattva. That is called Krishna Tattva. And in our Sampradaya, Jai Krishna Tattva Veta Sai Guru ho. About what did Vishnu did? But that's another Sampradaya. Of course, it's absolute, but such intricacies of understanding why Krishna dared to say Chatushloki Bhagavatam confines only up to him only. Hey Brahma, Lord Shiva, when you were not there, I was there. And when I'm here and you are also here, I'm still alone. I am to be considered. And when you will not be there, I will still remain. Therefore, worship me alone. And we are thinking, oh Lord Shiva, Dhanam Dehi, Janam Dehi, Stri Dehi, Mercedes Dehi, 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 Dehi. आशुतोष के मार गोली ले जा, आराम से ले जा, मरेगा तू. I had disciple, I should not talk about it. It's not, but he did really like that, you know. He's in Melbourne, Australia, and he came to Toronto because some of his cousins are there and somebody got getting married. And in Toronto, they live a lavish life. I said, big cars. And that family, Punjabi, you know, Punjabi, a very passionate guy. And I'm sorry. Okay, good. But so he said, Maharaj, I'm going to Toronto. I said, be aware, don't be influenced by anybody. You are all alone and you will never win. So they inflated his ego like anything. That you guys are only driving Vauxhall there. It's nothing cheap, like Maruti. That's not the car. So he came back. I want to show them. I can also do. Maharaj, I'm to get in Mercedes for you. I said, for me? I said, you'll be bankrupt easily, you know. No, I have all the way. And really, he did bring the Mercedes. He said, Maharaj, whenever you come, I said, I hardly come once a year. And you have, just to bring me from the airport to the temple, you have to use. I can't afford this kind of thing. Anyway, he brought it. But soon he lost the job. No problem. I will do this. I will do it. It's such a, what you call, it ingrained in his mind like, I can show up everything. But he's a show bottle. And he would not understand the life of simplicity. A time came, I said, sell your Mercedes. Damn it. You know, because he was wearing torn clothes. And his wife, she is a very good-natured Vaishnavi. She gave birth to 2 children. And he said, why don't you work to pay up this? Now, he brought a big mansion, you know, and tells his wife to pay up the mortgage. He wasted so much money after this. Who were in Vrindavan, that group of husband and wife, singers? Madhavas. Oh my God. He was after. He was giving 1 lakh rupee for one song. And he said, I'm going to become, director to produce children's movies and Krishna Katha language, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh my God. He wanted me to give some name. I said, Margoli. So somehow I said, something, I gave him name, something, Nitai Gaur Leela or something like that. But anyway, he's not settled. His mind is always revolving on the material opulence. He has good heart, but the stupid mind is, I gave him the name Jada Bharat. When I gave the name, everybody burst out in the laughter. In the Maharaj, you gave him the correct name. I didn't know anything, but so you can see the mind is so restless. I said, you are not chanting properly. That's why it is happening. You know, but what can we do? He's still a disciple, sometimes he calls me, but he can't admit, he can't uh, dovetail his attention and live in a very cooperative way with the devotees and with them. No, he wants to flesh out, like that. So some people are not knowing the real opulence. The material opulence is a reflection of Krishna's spiritual opulence. And why should we be enamored from reflections only? So it means that Shraddha is also a reflecting Shraddha. Due to the Hriday Daurbalyam and Asat Trishna. In Abhasi name, means shadow. Of course, it will liberate him because he doesn't give up Krishna consciousness. But his mind is always putting him into a kind of revolutions around the material aspects. And that is his measure. Rather to become an introspective, he goes little extra. And Krishna buli gela jeev bhogavaancha kare maya tare pashe tere japatiya dhare. It's like that. Sannate viduh swartha gatim hi Vishnu durashayaye bahirarthamaninaha andha yatha andhai upaniyamana te pishatantraya urudam nibadya. These are the teachings of Prahlad. We have to understand what is our ultimate selfishness. Swarthagati. We should not be bahirarthamanina. So anyway, Krishna's opulences are non-different from him, means his personality. So when any living entity by pure devotional service is such devoted to him in parabhakti, it becomes eternally opulence for Lord Shri Krishna. There is no difference between Prahlad and Krishna. It doesn't mean that Prahlad has become Krishna. No, Krishna has become Prahlad, or Krishna is known through Prahlad. There is no difference between Prahlad and Krishna in that sense. Anybody has any question? Oh my God. Lot of questions.
That was really deep, Maharaj.
Eh?
That was really deep.
Deep, but refreshing. I don't know why did I choose that verse, but did you understand something? Good.
So I really appreciate the point you made. I really appreciate the point you made about how we need to be serious. And by being serious, we create an internal atmosphere to invite Krishna in the heart. That's
Definitely.
very well said.
So from different grades of Shraddha, we have to go through and become Nishthavan. Nishtha. Nishtha is very confirmed Shraddha. But to come to that stage, we have to get rid of all the anarthas. Then Nishtha comes. So, Srila Prabhupada is very merciful. Everything is written. I told you that I'm following Shivaram Maharaj's literature. That is quite deep. I mean, hell with this management skills and this. Prabhupada says that everything is in my books. So he takes so much references and so much grilling stages, Shraddha, Abhas, dim reflection. What is the difference between Shraddha Bhas and Chaya Bhas? Haridas Thakur mentions, Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions, everybody mentions, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur mentions. These are our primary thing and we have to grow from that. Chanting 16 rounds and following 4 regulative principles may give you certain guarantee, but is chanting is in advanced stage or not? How do we chant more seriously so we can see we have to come out from the abhas. So therefore all these literatures are Prabhupada selected 3, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's a standard textbook. And otherwise, how will we be able to understand Chaitanya Charitamrita also? One of my professor disciple, he is retired, but he is writing books. He is an economist in Annamalai University, Chennai. And he was in Papua New Guinea when I was also going there. He would call me. He was teaching to his MBA students. And said, Maharaj, please teach them something about our religion. And he was so fond of Bhagavad Gita that on the basis of Bhagavad Gita and Krishna's words, he is showing the economy. And he is writing books. So he recently wrote me, Maharaj, can I use Vrindavan Das Thakur's Chaitanya Bhagavat as a standard reference? I said, no. I said, Prabhupada gave us Chaitanya Charitamrita as the standard book. So use that. Narration of the certain points that he is taking is also there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. But Vrindavan Das Thakur, even though he is Vyasadeva in Chaitanya Prabhu's era, he mostly describes the childhood pastimes and a very, very spiritual sentiments. High sentiments are there, which cannot be, implemented by everybody. But nonetheless, devotees also are fond of reading. But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is in a very, very stern discipline, because he learnt from his guru, Raghunath Das Goswami. So all this grading towards Raghunath Das Goswami's Vilapa Kusumanjali, offering flowers of tears. That is I mean, he translated. Nobody dared to do that. So, yeah. So we have to gradually grow. I'm taking classes on it, but this time is colliding. That's why I cannot. So once I become free, the classes will resume. There are preliminary study or revision work about the Namabhas and other things are there. But Maharaj is grilling he is grilling fine. Because the time also grinds us very fine. So, better late than never. Right? Late so late. Whatever we gain, will be a permanent asset. Yes. Oh, another.
You had a question, Maharaj. I just made a comment. May I have a question?
You didn't? Then what did you do? That was a question.
I just made a comment that I really appreciate the point, and you just took it really deep way.
I think, why are you appreciating me? That's why.
My question was, you started describing how Rama in a Maha Mantra is referring to Radharani. And
what is the Mula Mantra of Radha's worship? Shrim Ram Radhika. You can't approach her without this mantra. Guru's mantra, Gauranga's mantra. Only 2 mantras are there. But every deity has his mantra. Mula mantras that you invoke their presence by the mantra. Even though they are deities. But you take deity granted by your charma chakshu. This eye is made up of skin. Yeah. The eyes are made up of the skin layers. You see how the eyes are developed in gynecology or how the differentiation of body parts. I studied a little bit. I forget. That's why I'm saying. I was a biologist and then became biochemist and nefarious activities. I gave up. It does not coincide with my Krishna consciousness, so I gave up. No reason. Yes, so?
So, Jiva Goswami also explains Radhika Ramana Rama, where Lord Ram is referring to Krishna, who is Radhika Ramana. And I've asked devotees, when you meditate on Lord Ram, when you meditate on Ram, Hare Rama, who is the personality you're meditating on? Some are meditating on Sri Ramachandra, some meditate on Krishna as Rama, and some, like you said, meditate on Radharani. Some meditate on Balaram ji.
Yeah, but Rama Tattva, just like Krishna Tattva. Rama Tattva is of, for Lord Krishna's pleasure potency. For Krishna's pleasure, Balaram creates his Sandhini potency. For Krishna's pleasure, Chit potency, Saraswati, imparts the knowledge into Brahma's heart. And Krishna's pleasure potency. For the purpose of pleasure, you need to exist, you need to know. So, existence and knowledgeability that is Sandhini potency and Samvit potency, they are subservient to Ladini potency. Otherwise, there will be no purpose of Vrindavan. In Brihad Bhagavatamritam, Devaki said, my dear son, I know we have to suffer so much and this, and I'm not complaining about that. But my only desire to bring you in is to witness your childhood pastimes. And still, I was unable to be part of your Vrindavan Leela. Somebody else was. Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. My heart is still vacant. This is in Dwarka Leela. And Sanatana Goswami says, Devaki was speaking confidentially to Krishna in a room, and Rukmini was listening behind the door. All right? So, he says, Mother, oh, you want to witness? No problem. Hey, Dau Bhaiya, come. Let's create Vrindavan on the shore of Dwarka. And really, creation of new Vrindavan, the ideas that Prabhupada took and implanted in New Vrindavan, West Virginia. At least we should represent 7 temples of 7 Goswamis. Radhanath Swami already did in Veda. The same theme. He created 7 temples. Small, but whatever. And I was also involved. I said, Vedas, let's do this one. So he gave me the design because he already did the design there, but he wants to do in New Vrindavan. So he and Kuladri came to me and said, okay. I said, I gave promise to my Radha Shyam Sundar, and you want me to do Radha Madan Mohan? But anyway, we didn't check out further. But he had already designed a replica of that. So, creation of New Vrindavan is Srila Prabhupada's. And I said, okay, if Krishna gives me long life, let me finish my Thailand project and I'll come back. But it's not a small job. It requires so much concentrated effort by a group of devotees who will bear the same responsibilities. So let's see. But the idea is that they created and showed exactly. And Mother Devaki was satisfied. But Devaki expressed specifically, my mind is so much geared on how Yashoda was churning the butter and you were, so much fond of butter, and as if you command the churning rod, you were holding the churning rod yourself. My mind is bewildered. I meditate on it. Can you please show all those things as your pastimes? And Rukmini was listening. She is the wife. Yet she also got so much stuck with Mother Devaki's understanding. She said, Krishna, can I worship your murti of this and install in my room? Krishna says, no problem. And that Rukmini's murti, after submergence of Dwarka, it came in the hand of who? Udupi Krishna Madhavacharya, right? You know that? You are from there. Because it was covered in the Gopi Chandan, and that merchant was using in his ship as anchor. So Madhvacharya said, give me that lump. And he took like Hanuman the big lump of clay, Gopi Chanda, and told his devotees to break it carefully. There's a deity inside, and that is Udupi Krishna. What is meaning by Udup? Moon. Right? Udup means moon. There's so much spiritual potency and significance. Madhvacharya, out of his intuition, now meditation, his immersion on Krishna Leela, he wants to worship. So that is Udupi Krishna. There's Rukmini's deity. And similarly, she was also worshipping Guruvayurappa, right? You are from Kerala? I'm from half Kerala. I go to Kerala often. So anyway. Okay. Can you please speak?
The same Krishna was washed up in the to Kerala, and then Vayudev
Yes.
brought it to Guruvayur.
Brihaspati and Vayudev.
Brihaspati and
right?
Vayudev, yeah, they installed.
And Lord Shiva gave the
Lord
place.
Shiva gave the place, yeah.
I will go next door. Don't worry. Establish him here. So he is in Mamur temple, all right? We visit Guruvayur. Whenever I go, there should be one visit. Oh my God. We have yet to make one temple there. We have land and everything very near to Guruvayur temple. Let's see. My good friend Bhakti Vinod Swami is there, but he loves his Coimbatore and does not come much there. All right. Anyway, so much. Anyway, so what is your question, Mata?
I have two questions, Maharaj.
Two?
But I'm looking at the time.
No, don't worry. You will eat more.
More, actually.
No. While you are eating, you can question.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. One question is on when you're talking about our realization of Krishna, you mentioned my realization and your realization can be different because Krishna is absolute and it has to be the same realization. I just want to clarify my understanding, Maharaj, because the way I'm perceiving or I'm connecting, Krishna can reciprocate accordingly, right? That's what we hear. So in that sense, of course, if you're realizing in an absolute sense, yes, there may not be any difference. But at least on the level where I am at, I may perceive Krishna, I may connect to Krishna differently than Prabhu or you or whoever. So just wanted to clarify.
No, that's okay. But there are varieties. Okay. Kumar went to Goloka and he was waiting for Krishna to come because he could not find. But in Golok Vrindavan, Godhuli is very important. That gives a sign that Krishna is returning, And gradually, Krishna's flute is first heard. And then Gopakumar sees Krishna far away in faint. But Krishna sees him first. And because it's in his territory, Golok Vrindavan, Krishna ran and embraced Gopakumar and he was startled. But Krishna was crying. His entire shoulder was sobbing with tears. Why did you leave me? I felt so much separation. And if this is for a single soul, Krishna must be crying for all of us. And he desires that we should go back home, back to Godhead. So, from the side of Krishna, can we reach the pain he must be feeling in that sense of separation? No. But for separation is his personal vacancy that he expresses, that we must be engaged all the time in his service and nobody else. That is our eternal occupation. And we can't become callous to understand, I have some more important, Krishna is giving us a retirement age. If we do not utilize that, then we are missing the opportunity. Infirmity, inability, everything is false on up. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darshanam. The dukkhas are there. They are there to remind him. Because you need pleasure, not dukkha. And he is the only source of pleasure because he has Radharani with him. Is the reservoir of pleasure and she is the pleasure potency. Pleasure potency must give Krishna pleasure and nothing else, no pain. If she acts even in man or transcendental anger, it is for the pleasure. Increment of pleasure. There is no end to that. So Krishna wants us to participate with him. And we have to prepare in this lifetime as much as possible. Everyone may have their different understanding or different shades are there. But in Golok Vrindavan, Krishna's shade is more important, not my. In spontaneous devotion, we are learning that we have to act according to the desire of Lord Shri Krishna. All right? Who knows the desire of Krishna? Pure devotee. Like Prabhupada knew the desire of Krishna. So we have to follow Prabhupada's desire. We'll be in alignment.
Maharaj, I think you have already answered my second question. I just wanted to share my appreciation of you sharing about your disciple. It's really very heart-touching how a spiritual master even though you can clearly see, the disciples' attachment to the material aspirations or whatever, but from your side, your compassion and how you want to help the disciple to bring up, that's just very moving. So I just wanted to ask, in one sense, we hear that we don't want to artificially try to practice a devotional service at some other level than where I am. But as you're describing here, just about Gopakumar and Krishna's eagerness for us to go back to him, we really want to go, in urgency. We just don't want to say, okay, fine, I'm here right now. I just want to, slowly take it.
It was just a glimpse. But practice should be in detail. And that's what I appreciate of my god brother, Shivram Maharaj. It's a grilling exercise that he will take you. It's not cheap. So that will be the safest thing. Rather go to Sanatan Goswami immediately. But it gives us a very good overview. But when we practice or when we put ourselves into it, we may have different gradation of experience due to our whatever preconditioning was, that now it is going to get over. But the path is the same. Experience may be a little different. It's according to our individual. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam statheva pajamyaham. Mama vartamana vartante manushya partha sarvasaha. Others may know, they may not know. Okay? Yeah. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
When will you come back, Maharaj?
Huh?
When will you come back?
Oh my God. I don't want to come back in summer. Because, oh my God, everybody is so busy and they throw me like a shuttlecock here and there. Yeah.